Hi, my dear Astro family. So today I'm going to be introducing a new asteroid. Probably we have never talked about this one on my channel. However, I did teach about this in the asteroid course, the 30 most important asteroids. So here I'm going to be giving you a bit of a description about Abundantia. And one of the reasons why I wanted to do that is because Saturn is going to be making free sextile to this asteroid, and Saturn is the dispositor of Abundantia at the moment because Abundantia is in the sign of Capricorn the entire 2024. So, Abundantia entered the sign of Capricorn on the 26th of February. And then it went retrograde on the 11th of May, 2024. It's going to go direct on the 16th of August. And then going to be leaving Capricorn, entering the sign of Aquarius on the 7th of December. And if you want to be looking up where Abundantia is in your natal chart, then its astrological number is 151. So you just go on astro.com and then you type this number into the manual box of the additional object, and then it's going to be popping up in your chart. And this is actually quite an important asteroid, I believe, because this is going to be talking about abundance. So, but before we dive into the meaning of abundantia, I've got 3 spots left on my ultimate predictive course, which is going to be lasting for exactly 1 year and a little bit longer, most likely, because we're going to have some practice classes and so forth. So if you would like to grab your seat, I recommend checking it out because the price is going to be a tad higher in a few days' time. So here I'm going to be teaching you 25 different timing techniques. Probably you have never heard of half of them, but some of them are extremely good. For example, the minor periods of the planets. It's a very exciting timing technique, and it's very easy as well. And then you can actually give very quick predictions to people when they are going to be meeting their partner and so forth. All you need to be doing is just checking the latitude of the person they were born on. It needs to be converted in the number of years and then adding the minor period of the planets to it. But I'm going to be explaining this in a separate video because this is a very exciting timing technique. So let's get started with Abundantia in the sign of Capricorn. So please check it up in your natal chart. So its astrological number is 151. And the keywords associated with Abundantia is plenty, access, abundance, money, but also boundless energy and boundless goodies in life as well. Also, at the same time, it would be representation of emotional satisfaction. So when it comes to abundance, do not just think about money, because we can have material abundance, of course, especially if abundancia is connected to planets like Jupiter, Venus, or even the second house ruler, for example, then this could really give you certain type of financial prosperity, but it could represent emotional fulfillment as well. Let's call it happiness, really, especially if it's connected to the moon or Neptune or the ruler of the 4th house, for example. And sometimes these are just representations of the ability to find inner peace or being able to find something in life that is going to be fulfilling to you. At the same time, abundance can also indicate creative expression as well, especially when it's connected to the ruler of the 5th house or Mercury as well. And we've got spiritual abundance also, especially if abundancia is connected to the 9th or the 12th house ruler, but even with Saturn or Pluto as well, because Pluto is kind of like the evolutionary process and Saturn is your karmic planet. So often these could be the representation of figuring yourself out, a little bit of a self-discovery, basically. So, how can we benefit from abundancia in the sign of Capricorn? Because it is there the entire year. We need to be disciplined. We need to know what our goals are. We need to be somehow rolling up the sleeves to be able to get to the end of the light, to get to the end of the tunnel. We do not need to be scared from obstacles. We just need to know that we can conquer them. We just need to manage our time better. So this is also about time management as well. We need to be patient. We need to plan ahead. We need to know how to create balance between your duties and your home life too. Sometimes we tend to be forgetting how important the emotional well-being is, pretty much that inner peace. And we might be focusing on working 24/7 and then we burn out. And somehow that creativity part is going to be disappearing because you are not happy, right? So, for example, when you feel overburdened, maybe because especially now, while Abundancia is retrograde, we might need to be re-evaluating our own options. Because also it could indicate that we have somehow got out of balance. Also, and then at the same time, we are in a Cancerian season at the moment. So surely the Cancer Capricorn polarity of your chart is pretty active in that sense. So finding that balance between your home and your professional life might be quite triggered at the moment for many of us. Also, you just need to be in control. You need to be disciplined. You need to be determined. Sometimes we need to be able to say no to our urges as well. Abundancy in the sign of Capricorn will benefit you when you have got a plan, a strategy, when you're not wasting time, but you are a little bit cautious though. So you are not going to be jumping into something that might not be beneficial for you. And actually, Mars at the moment is trining Abundancia. So this is one of the reasons why I have chosen these days to make this video, because this might inspire you and somehow prompt you to take action over your own life, over the Capricornian cusp of your chart. And also, we need to be very responsible. Remember, we also have got Ceres retrograde in the sign of Capricorn as well. I did make a video about Ceres retrograde last year because that's also a 9-month period as well. So you might want to check that out. But to sum it up, it is about the possibility, for example, to grow a business. With Capricorn, usually it happens slowly but surely. It's a steady sign. But at the same time, being real and self-care is emphasized as well, because Ceres is also something to do with self-care too. Ceres wants you to have a look at your resources, the way you can grow in life. And by the way, there is going to be a conjunction happening between them too in December. To be precise, it's going to be on the 5th of December, and it's going to be happening on 29 degree. Now, this is actually important. The reason why, because the 29 degree of Capricorn is going to be pretty active, especially between September and November 19th, because Pluto will be sitting right on that degree. So imagine that Pluto is kind of like trying to dig up for you the ways you can actually feel abandoned in life. And then on the 5th of December, we've got Abundancia and Ceres meeting on that point as well. So that could be a period of harvesting. I'd like to mention that Venus will be there too around that time. And actually, these three planetary objects are going to be moving into the sign of Aquarius hand in hand on the 7th of December. So, of course, when you look at Venus, which is the planet of connections, you might need to be able to make some type of collaborations with others. But at the same time, it's just the awakening of your self-worth as well. And Venus represents money too in our chart. So December could be quite a lucky period for many from this point of view. And Pluto will be back, as I said, in the sign of Capricorn from 1st of September onwards. So Pluto might be actually testing your strength. Remember, Pluto is associated with wealth and power too. So this is a very short video about Abundantia. Let me know where it is in your natal chart. And do you feel somehow abandoned in that particular part of your chart? Of course, hard aspects, such as squares and oppositions, could bring certain type of challenges. But remember, those are always, opposition is about balance, and the square is an invitation to act on something. So you're going to have to be able to act to get that emotional fulfilling, that material success, whatever you pretty much desire. Of course, we are, in a financially orientated world at the moment. So that's the reason why many of us tend to be associating abundance with money. But it also does talk to you about experiences as well at the same time. So have a great week, everyone, and I will see you in the next video. Take care. Bye.